All right. Hey, everyone. I think we're live, but I have a huge favor to ask. If you can hear us, could you please give us a thumbs up so that we know that our audio is good?
And we're looking at the comments that have already been here, and it looks like the link is sending people to different places.
Well, and I don't know which link you're talking about. So, and I also have a quick favor to ask, guys. If you could please help us by giving this video a thumbs up. What that's going to do is it's going to help YouTube get this video in front of more people. So guys, I want to thank you guys so much for being here. And I'm very excited about what we have to talk about tonight.
So what I'm seeing in the comments, Paul Black, I haven't seen that anybody can hear us yet, but Paul Black saying the link that we sent was no good and that his email was down. Apparently YouTube doesn't like the topic.
Well,
and then we've got another person saying the same thing. Beth said that she clicked our link for this video and that it took her to 6 months RVing and why we're pissed. And she just started watching that video. So
I'm looking here and our audio is good. So we are good to go.
We go?
Yeah, we are good to go. All is well.
All right.
And it's funny that Beth was watching that video because that's one of those videos that really changed our lives in the course of everything. And that's what the topic is right now.
And we don't expect that we're going to get a whole bunch of views because it looks like YouTube isn't making the link correct. So if you guys can give it a thumbs up, override the algorithm. Hopefully some more people will come in.
Hey, Joe Gons, you haven't been here in a long time. It's really good to see you. Remember Gons?
I do remember Gons.
Yeah, it's really good to see you. And thanks for the heads up that we're loud and clear. And I think most people are getting the notification. So I think we're good. We're getting a lot of, it's just sometimes there's a delay in what we're saying and how you guys respond. So I appreciate that patience.
What I'm telling you is what people are writing in
One person wrote it. And
3.
No, because she was watching another video. We're good. Our link is good. We're good. And we're going to have a blast here. So
okay, we're going to have a blast. You hear that? That's an order. We're going to have fun, and that's an order.
It kind of is an order because he's a little grumpy wumpy because we're running a little late. And he's like, I want to be early. And it's like, we're fine. We got this. Because at the end of the day, everyone remembers where they were when that fateful event happened in Butler, Pennsylvania.
But has anything really changed?
And that's what we want to talk about. We want to call balls and strikes. We want to be fair, but we want to have an honest conversation. And guess what? Sometimes honest conversations aren't popular, but they're real. And that's one of the things we've always prided ourselves on is it's not the perfect channel. It's just the real channel.
And if you guys haven't been paying attention, everything's been upside down and backwards and crazy for the past 5 years. And that's not it.
No.
It didn't show it.
No, don't remove.
Here, you just do it.
Yeah. Okay. Stay away.
I'm not going to touch anything. You take care of the technology.
John.
We had a whole presentation set up.
We're fine.
But I grabbed the wrong mouse.
So he can't do it with the fingers. So it's that technology hurdle.
Fat fingers.
No, you guys get the technology hurdle. So he's like, I can't do anything. Anyways, thank you guys for your grace in watching the sausage making. I was in the middle of talking about Butler, Pennsylvania.
Yes, and I was going to play the video. It's your show. Run with it.
You want to play the video?
Nope, run with it. Go.
Just tell me you're playing the video.
I tried to.
No, you didn't.
That's
you just hit the button.
Yeah.
All right. So where were you that fateful day when this happened? Should we play the video?
Go ahead.
All right, let's play the video.
You can. I tried to, but it didn't work.
I can't pause it. Okay, there it is.
Yes, you can.
All right. This is a crapshoot, guys. No, it's crazy. It's not showing the right thing. Oh,
yeah,
well.
It's not working right. So let's skip it.
Okay, so where we were at that time is we actually every Saturday we have an event called an ice cream social. And we get together, have ice cream at 6 o'clock at night every Saturday. And it was right around that time. And I remember distinctly.
Bubba came over the radio and said the president had just been shot.
Yeah.
So we went to the TV, turned it on. We were all like in horror.
Eating ice cream terrified. And everyone that was there that day, Carl was there, and who else was
Oh
there?
God, there was a whole
Catherine
bunch of
was
people.
there.
Catherine was there.
Yeah, and we just all sat
Bubba
together,
came down, started watching it with us.
giving us his perspective
Yeah.
on, you know, because that was something that, remember, when it first came out, nobody really knew what was going on. In fact, I think it was CNN. You have a clip of it. It was CNN. The first story that they posted says Secret Service rushes Trump off stage after he falls at rally. Do you remember that, guys?
I do remember.
He had fallen. That's what they initially
they said
reported.
It was home. And yeah, that was the first show or rally that CNN had ever gone to shoot live. And not only were they shooting the regular video for TV live, which they hadn't done all year, they actually had another camera set up in slow motion. What were they doing that for?
Yeah, no, it's true. So we have a couple people that are commenting where they were. And one, I was at a company picnic. Boy, I mean, you will never forget who you were eating the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with at that company picnic. Carl, I was here at Thunder Canyon, same place I'm at now. Yeah. It's pretty exciting. Oh, Margene says I need to be a little bit louder, closer to the mic. I was feeding my cows, Donnie Taylor. You and those cows bonded. Because it's one of those things when history is happening, you're always going to remember where you were, who you were with. You will always remember what was happening. And so, Austin, I was in my RV. Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing how that happens. And I remember that was really the point in the election where everything really started to shift. I think momentum was already leaning that direction.
And at that time, I was terrified that if he wasn't elected, the country was going to fall apart. Maybe it did. Mm-hmm. Maybe it wouldn't have. I don't know. But I'm starting to think it's the greatest show on earth at this point. Because to me, yes, some things have changed, but also a lot of things have not changed. It's like the same players, someone else, a new guy sitting behind the desk. But a lot of the same. A lot of good things have happened, but my perspective has changed since back then. I really was afraid, and if you go back and look at our videos, it showed it. I was a warning to Christians: get up off your butt, go out and vote, get this guy in office. And there's some things I really like about what Trump's done, and there's a lot of things I don't like about what Trump has done, and that's what we're kind of going to talk about in this video. Because I don't think, go ahead.
No, look at this. Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. I was watching thinking that was fake.
And speaking of Off Grid with Doug and Stacy are currently, I believe, in North Carolina, stuck.
Yeah.
They've been there for a week. They bought an Airstream just a year ago, which all of you know that Thor is the place where good brands go to die. Everything gets wrecked because might look really nice on the outside, but the insides, the guts,
it'll look great,
are junk. And Doug and Stacy, this thing is less than a year old.
Yeah.
And look at this thing. This is one of their axles.
If you guys don't know much about RVs, I can tell you that this is a problem.
This is a really big problem, and that's not a simple fix. That is a need of a new axle.
This is not good.
And I've been following Doug. I follow Doug. I love Doug and Stacy. We've learned a lot how to live off grid. We've joined all their classes. We've bought all their products.
Oh yeah.
We learned a lot about chickens with them. Yeah. Stacy's cookbooks are amazing. And I don't always agree with everything that Doug says, but one of the things I love about Doug is he tells you what he thinks. And he really does believe it.
You
right.
You don't have to guess.
You don't have to guess. And so a lot of things I agree with, some I don't. But also, God loves the Father. God loves, that God. And so I think Stacy's calling in. Yeah, go ahead and answer. Put him on speaker.
All right, hold on.
All right.
Hello?
Yo, what's up, Doug? Where you stuck, man?
You better agree with everything I say. People follow me.
That's funny.
Well, one of the things I love about you, Doug, is you say what's on your heart, man.
Hey, man.
Just trying to spit truth. You're spitting a lot of truth. So where are you guys? Boone?
Yeah, Boone, North Carolina, stranded like mofos. We can't even get a call back from Airstream. We got a 2024 33-foot Classic. Now I'm finding out that the Dexter has had recalls on this number 11 axle in 2022, and I'm also finding out that they're pretty horrible with their customer service.
I saw that.
That's horrible.
And so you've been looking for a phone number of anybody that can do something, probably
Yeah,
somebody at Dexter.
Yeah, the normal avenue, so to speak. That's this Jeff guy, John, whatever, Spoocini or whatever. I put it on Twitter, on X. But this guy has not even called me one time in a whole week. I had to call him just to get some kind of, answers. And then he says, well, I can't call you back today, but I'll call you back tomorrow. And then he never even calls back.
Of course.
Yeah, of
course.
course. It's the same thing.
Dexter's not really been any help. They don't even carry any parts in stock. You have to get parts from. I actually got a hub. I'm from Missouri, and we actually got a hub that came from Springfield, Missouri.
Wow. And
it's been the craziest thing.
And so, I mean, what are you going to do now? Are you stuck there until somebody can get? Because from what I understand, these axles aren't anywhere in the USA.
Yeah, they're build to order, 4 to 6 weeks. They said.
Oh man.
Come on now. I limped into this RV dealer. Luckily, we're on these 2-lane roads out here in the middle of,
nowhere.
Country. And if I wasn't tired and pulled in here, we were probably about 10 minutes from that thing just rolling off the RV.
My God. My God.
If you look at that picture where the spindle nut is, look right behind there. You see that gas?
I do.
That's been rubbed in, welded in from the heat.
Man.
Wow.
And I got one more.
No help.
That's one.
Go to there. This one.
This one.
This one's the one that.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, the Airstream looks nice for whatever that's worth.
We love it. That's why we don't really want to get rid of it. But man, this has been the worst customer service I can even imagine. And then you're right. Then I looked up Thor, and who owns them is Vanguard and BlackRock.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wall Street's buying up the whole industry. We've been offered a ton of money for our campground. They're buying up all the campgrounds across
all
the country.
Campgrounds, they are too. Yes.
They're buying residential houses. I mean, it's not good. And you know what's funny is a lot of the things you talk about, like you believe that whole thing with Trump was staged, right?
Yeah.
And I'm starting to lean that way, man. And I know I'm going to lose more subscribers. I've scared.
The point now, like where it doesn't matter. Just the truth is the only thing I want. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Anybody just go look at Evander Holyfield's here and then look at Trump's here.
That's true. I never even thought of that.
No scar, no scratch. They won't even talk about it anymore.
Yeah. But weren't you pretty hopeful when he first came into office, Doug?
No. Why do I gotta get a 70s and 80s freaking, like anybody they present to us has to be highly suspect, right? So 70s and 80s, they're trying to tell us stories hanging around Oprah. Everybody loved them. You know what I mean? Like everything just seemed like a setup. They even talked to him about being a president.
It's crazy, man. It's like the whole world is a stage. All these people in high places were set there.
Yeah.
They play long game, dude. They play a very long game, and that's why we have a hard time staying focused on it.
Well, it's all the distractions. The distractions.
Yeah, so deep.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he said, right? You guys are still talking about Jeffrey Epstein. It's been 2 years. I mean, come on. We got all these distractions going on. The flood in Texas, the flood here, all these other things going on. Like, he's like, oh, my G.
Yeah, that broke my heart, too, because I really believe Epstein was Mossad. I'm convinced of it.
Epstein was
Mossad.
He's
even
absolutely.
Tucker Carlson's on right now live saying that Jeffrey Epstein was Mossad. And Tucker Carlson's dad is CIA.
That's right.
Like,
And
why do we got to have all these people with these weird connections? There's supposedly 300 million people in America, and we got to deal with a 70s TV star. I mean, it's crazy. And who runs all the TV and all the motion pictures and everything?
I agree with you 100%, man. And now that Tucker Carlson's speaking up, the same thing's happening to him that happens to everybody that speaks up. Now it's anti-Semitism. You can't even say what's on your heart without basically saying you're an anti-Semite.
How can we be an anti-Semite when the Semites are not Jewish? I mean, I never could figure that out.
They're atheists.
Yeah.
Why do they call them? If you don't like Jews, you're anti-Semite. But the Semites are not even Jews.
I agree.
Holy guacamole!
Hey Doug, I have a question for you. So where were you when shots were fired in Butler, Pennsylvania? What were you doing?
I was
What do you
probably at
remember?
home. You know, I mean, I just remember I was watching online. I think I popped in there to see what was up, and then it all was going down, right? You know, like so.
Yeah, man, I had a lot of hope. I did. I was one of the ones who really believed. I was still drinking the Kool-Aid. And
Yeah, I know.
what flips me out now is I watch some of these influencers that wanted the Epstein files,
Right.
and they fall in line just like the left fell in line behind Biden.
Yeah.
It's like it's like whoever's sitting behind that desk in the Oval Office, it's almost like they're planted there. And one of the other things I don't like about Trump is he's building new hotels, you know, overseas.
He sure is doing
in
a lot
Qatar.
of business for a president.
He said in Gaza, dude, he was going to make that like beachfront property, baby. Come on. I mean, they're bombing and killing all those people over there. We're just supposed to be chilling.
No.
Yeah, but to be fair, man. So just to be fair, I want to share this, Doug, and get your take on this.
Yeah, this is
See
kind
if
of-
this one works. Yeah,
this
if I
was
can.
Agenda 47.
Yeah,
This was all the
Agenda
stuff he
47.
promised.
These are the promises that he made to America. And I think so far he's
Number one was seal the border. I
seal
have
the
it right
border,
here.
which the Democrats are trying to kill him, bloody murder, all that stuff. Carry out the largest deportation operation in American history. That really hasn't happened yet. Yeah, we see some of it, but there's 20 million people that came over that border. We don't know how many. The one thing they have done that's good is they say they found 10,000 kids,
That's a good.
but there's 300,000 missing still.
They found 10,000 kids. Meanwhile, they're the largest child traffickers in the world as the U.S. government.
It's insane, man. And one of the things
Even Robert Kennedy Jr. said that stuff right to our face.
right to our face, and now he wants to implant us with our medical history. You know, I mean,
Hey,
the stuff they're
Do you
doing.
remember how Robert Kennedy Jr.'s first wife died?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, she hung herself. You know the statistics on a woman hanging herself?
No.
super low.
Super low, dude. Now add a woman with kids. How many women with kids hang themselves? Like zero. So the whole thing is totally suspect.
It's
That's
so
terrible.
it's just a wormhole.
I had a lot of hope for Maha. I really, really did. But then you hear, oh, we're going to take the red dyes out in 2 years. Everyone applauds.
So we're going to continue to kill you for 2 years.
That
Hold on. Let's be real now. Fruit Loops is owned by Kellogg's, and Kellogg's just sold the company.
I know.
So he knew they were going to sell the company before he was even talking that spec. So basically, it's just all empty stuff.
That's
Yeah,
kind of funny.
it's ugly. One of
And
the
meanwhile, while they're taking out the dyes from Smuckers, right, we're being sprayed from the skies like nobody's business.
sprayed from the skies. Weather. You know what's nuts is all the conspiracy theorists, which is a word that the CIA made up in the 1960s to debunk anything that went against the narrative. Everything is coming true.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane. These are all things that even spraying from the skies, you've been covering that for 1.5 years, and now finally states are moving against it and passing legislation.
Conspiracy theory to truth in a hot minute.
Yeah.
That's true, man.
Yeah,
And now
that
they
was,
sent out the mullet man. So the mullet man's been on Sean Ryan, Tucker Carlson,
yep.
Glenn Beck. So anybody that you see the mullet man, those are compromised people, man.
And that mullet man, he did a really good job.
It's
I was
telling.
watching it from a.
He's
well,
been practicing for
yes,
years.
analyzing his communication and the way he laid out his case. But then it made me think, well, if cloud seeding doesn't really work, then why were you doing it?
Right.
Oh, dude. And where does he get money from to have, like, you know, a rainmaking company? Like, he's a dropout. He doesn't have very much
He's a
background in
kid.
any kind of business from what I found. But I did find that he's a Thiel young fellow.
Oh.
So he's in with the Thiel gang and all that stuff.
Yeah, all the super smarty guys. Yeah. The other thing, making energy resources so far so good. One of the things that bothers me is he says end inflation and make America affordable again. And one of the things that's been bugging me lately, and again, I love my country. I think my government is evil, just as evil. It's like I love the Jewish people, the people that believe the Jewish people, not the Jewish government.
Yeah.
You know, and what's crazy is watching what's happening now in America with the talking points about things are better than they've ever been, and yet people are suffering.
My gas is still expensive.
Yep.
My food is still expensive. Everything is still expensive.
What's
Exactly.
last week? I mean, I think it was they reported that inflation was at 2.1%. 9 days later, they reported that it was at 1.6%. How does that happen in 9 days? But it's the same thing. Talk up the economy when people are getting killed.
Don't tell me
They
that
can't
it's
buy
sunny
meat. They
outside.
can't buy the gas. You
Yep.
know, people are in more debt than they've ever been in American history. They can't afford houses.
Right.
And then the big three, BlackRock, all of them, they're coming in and buying up everything and squeezing us out. That's one of the things that bugs me. You know,
The big are still getting bigger.
let's
I
see.
couldn't-
what else.
Hey, Danny G, I see your comment there. It's not too bad everyone woke up too late. A lot of people are waking up right now, and that's what counts.
I
Yeah,
agree
but
with
it's
that.
it's making them double down. We did a video called Hunkered Down about 6 months ago, and if you go and look at the comments, we're getting crushed. Oh, it looks like you missed. Looks like nobody can call the date and the time. It's like when Jesus is coming, right? No, we don't know the date and the hour when Jesus is coming back. But it's the same thing with this country. I don't think we can survive, and I think people like you and what you've done with people all over the country to show them how to get disconnected from the system,
How to be okay.
how to take care of themselves, like you say, the ungovernable, you know, getting off grid, which is what we've done here at Thunder Canyon, the exact same thing.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to know how to grow food, harvest water. I mean, all the basic elements that keep you alive, you got to be on top of that stuff, man. Because even the food now is just so
Poison.
nasty. Like, you can't even like eat out or anything. People don't even know what real food is anymore.
They
Yeah.
don't. And you know, quite frankly, I've been to, I think, 60 doctor's appointments in the last 4 months.
Oh, we've been in.
I'm getting killed, and I've eaten this processed foods all my life. Early on, when we were really hot in the RV space, we were famous
Hostess
for
donuts
our Hostess donuts. I used to eat them by the bags.
at night.
Right. And now I'm sick. I can't walk. I got this crazy thing in the back of my heel, but now we're drinking raw milk. We're drinking, real meat grown right around us.
Yep.
We're still eating a cow that we grew right here at Thunder Canyon.
Yeah.
We make about 3 dozen eggs a day, and we
Well-
feed the 12 people that live here with us.
Yeah.
The 12 families.
Well, and we're not off grid. Somebody's all insulting us. Thunder Canyon is not off grid. No, but we're better off than 90% of city slickers out there and suburbanites, because I think for us, it's a process being able to be off grid.
Yeah.
And
And
here's,
if they did actually pull your stuff there, most RVs can handle off grid. So
Yeah.
you'll have a panel or two on top. You can run in your fridge. All you got to do is figure out your poop dump and everything. But other than that, all RVs are basically off grid.
Yep, most of our people are ready.
well, and that's the piece. It takes time. And I feel like if it did happen suddenly, I'd rather be 10 steps in, but not all the way there, than, square zero and completely reliant for water, the power. I mean, we don't think about how much we rely on everything. I think you said it once, being a producer versus a consumer.
Consumer, yeah.
Yeah. And even little things like the eggs. We called our first turkey, and Doug, it tasted magical. It was the most
Right.
delicious turkey. It was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. And bread. I mean, with my husband going to all these doctor's appointments, we go into the heart center, and there's 100 people in one floor, and this is a four-story building, and everyone's sick.
Well, not only that, I mean, we paid $2,700 a month in insurance. Yeah, we paid another $16,000 in the copays and the stuff that they don't cover.
Yep.
And so at this point, I'm ready to just. I've been to so many doctors, Doug, and I'm ready to just clap my hands together and walk away from the whole system and just start trying to, ask God to heal me, because I think at this point that's my only chance.
With proper input, man, your body is made to heal itself. That's the way he made us, right? So basically, the doctors are only here to actually snuff you out. So that's why they're the third leading cause of death in America.
And that's insane, because since I started going to them, everything's starting to break.
It gets worse.
Things are getting worse for me, and no one's giving me answers. And it's It's absolutely insane. So what's your plan? What are you going to do to get out of North Carolina?
By the way,
Are you going to wait there for 5 weeks or?
Yeah.
Call them tomorrow, and I gotta jump on some people and see what I can get rounded up. But I mean, ultimately, I would just have to order the Dexter axle and then wait for it to show up, drive home, and then drive all the way back out here. I got a spot here, luckily, at this RV place, and then they're letting us kind of hang out.
Good.
And then, not really hang out, but I mean, $800 later,
Yeah. Can you limp home?
No way, man.
Yeah.
No, I could barely limp 10 spots down the way after they moved me the first time. And she was basically saying, like, I couldn't stay here that long. And I'm like, I don't think you get it. Like, I just can't go anywhere. You know what I mean?
You're stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and if anybody out there, and again, guys, give this video a thumbs up, like it. YouTube put a different link than we had on our thing. We're getting lots of comments about that was sent them to the wrong video, but
right.
Help Doug and Stacy out. If you know somebody higher up at the axle company, what was the name of the axle company again, Doug?
Yeah, especially if you use LinkedIn, because I don't really have it. So a lot of times you can find people that are like higher up on LinkedIn, but it's Dexter Axles, and then of course Airstream Incorporated.
All right, man. We'll do everything we can to get the word out. We know a few people within Alan Warren.
Brian already tried the axle surgeon. He's 2 hours away. And then, I got to take the axle off for him to actually do it.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's really going to come in here and whack off the tip and put a new spindle nut on it because of the liability.
Mm-hmm.
I called some frame guys around here that do mobile welding, and they're like, oh, yeah, we won't touch that stuff because the insurance is already killing us. And if something was to go wrong with that, we'd be totally out of business.
Yeah.
So basically, the only answer is the new axle, and there's not even one in all of North America. I called Airstream, talked with John, and I'm asking him, can he just pull one from the line just to get us out of here, right? Like, why do we have to sit here for 5-6 weeks to wait for this stuff? And so never call back. And so and then we rolled into the weekend. So
that's typical, though, isn't it? You can't even get fast food man. It's so sad what's happening to this country.
Food right.
Yeah. And that's not even to talk about the shot and what they did. I'm bummed out about that. And that Kennedy got in there thinking we were going to get rid of all that stuff. And now they just approved it for children.
Yeah, they put children 6 months and under and over 60 years old, a whole new. And that's like the third one, just to be honest with you. It's not the first one. That's like the third one.
It's crazy. Absolutely.
But that all goes to the Internet of Things, right? Like they're trying to do stuff that most people don't really understand. And if anybody wants to really look into it, you could look up Sabrina Wallace on Odyssey. And she, her grandfather was in that stuff, and she has manuals and has been learning about this stuff for a very long time. And she's trying to warn people. So.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how many hours you are from Thunder Canyon, man, but if you ever get a chance, come down here and visit, see what we're doing. I think you'd be proud.
Where you guys were, and we're thinking about, we got to make a southern track because you guys are down there in the south. But yeah, we've already talked about rolling through that place on one of our Thelios.
Oh, we'd love to have you. I think you'd be proud. We got a few people here that follow you. It was Natalie that turned us on to you a couple of years ago, and then we started following, bought all your stuff, love all your stuff,
and Stacy,
your classes, all that stuff.
Stacy's such a gem. I really love hearing from her.
You guys have a nice balance.
The yin and the yang.
That's for sure.
All
we
right.
can relate to that.
Well, God bless you, brother, man. If anything is, and if you ever want to come stay here, you got my phone number now. Just give me a call.
Oh, you got it, man. And everybody, just stay vigilant out there. You know what I mean? Like, Trump's not going to save you. RFK Jr. is not going to save you. This is all part of the plan, and it's marching forward every single day.
And I agree with you 100%. I mean, Trump can't beat the devil, and we're up against pure evil all over the world, and they're trying to depopulate us and us. I mean, robots are coming. They don't need us anymore. We're no longer needed as slaves.
That's crazy.
And it's nuts. And it's absolutely insane. So, hey, thanks for calling in, Doug. I hope you get that axle quicker than 5 weeks, man. And we're going to make some calls. Alan Warren, a few other people that can probably go up the chain and get you some help.
And we'll say some prayers.
Window won't fit on a flatbed trailer. It's 33 foot long. It's called the low boy you got to get. And there's some 2 hours away, hour and a half away. That guy actually came up here with a big tow truck and a dolly. He said he had this big dolly, like, Airstream got a hold of him. I got a big dolly. I bought it just for stuff like this, right? And so when he shows up, I'm expecting to see like this tubular frame trailer with 2 wheels on each side, 8 wheels total, that they're just going to like get my trailer up on, and it was just going to ride real low up back. he shows up with like one of those dollies that you get behind a U-Haul trailer that's on steroids. And as soon as I saw it, I'm like, how do you think you're going to tow my rig with that thing? And he's like, yeah, we're not.
That ain't
Back
happening.
home an hour away.
That ain't happening.
They have some low boys, like he had a low boy or two, the company did, but they got it full of like mine equipment because it's like heavy duty. These things are heavy duty, and they don't want to take that stuff off or lose that business just to come get this RV. So they bowed out.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, everything from here, and this place is like an hour and a half, 2 hours away.
Yeah, well, wait till you see
So
when you
trust me, man. I've tried everything. I've been on the phone. I've been here a week, and I've only done something like the last 2 days actually outside, like doing stuff in Boone. Otherwise, I've been on the phone every single day, calling all the dealerships, calling everybody I could think of, and trying to get this resolved. Right. So it's like, this is what it is.
Yeah,
So
man.
broken.
Again, if we can help, we might even do a video on this in the middle of the week this week,
Yeah.
and see if
I
we
even
can
got
help
a hold
out.
of that Liv's Amazing. I'm trying to get her to call me back, so maybe we could do a video together too.
You
And
can
I'm
shoot her a
actually, I
call.
wasn't really going to do a video about it, but I think I need to because a lot of people, like if somebody would have told me like
Yes.
this kind of stuff about the axle with the Airstream and all this kind of stuff, it
Mhm.
might have made me think twice about something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Oh.
You know what's funny about Liz Amazing is we trained her. She came to us with 8 subscribers, and early on 7 years ago, we started teaching people how to do YouTube. We were hot then.
But then we talked
And
about
she came
God
on,
and
yeah, and then we started talking about God and politics, and we got crushed, you know. But hey, with,
God in politics will get you every time because people are too emotional about it, and they're
Yeah.
not. They won't be intellectually honest. You know what I'm saying? So
I,
those are the two things I never really talk about. I kind of blasted off in the university and stuff, but
yep.
it's just how it is. Like people are so committed to it that they just, it's the itchy ear stuff too, right? Like they only want to hear what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And our only chance, and I mean, the book tells us how this whole thing ends. And I think
Yeah.
people just need to go to the mountains as it talks about and get ready and pray for his arrival, because this ain't getting fixed, man. This ain't getting
It's
fixed.
kind of wild, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sabrina Walsh is a good resource if anybody wants to look her up and try to wrap your mind around what's really going on and how this is all. That's why they call it political theater.
Hmm.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's all just a show. Like even Trump tells you everybody's from Central Casting.
Yeah.
I mean, they've told you everything to your face.
Yeah, and the more I pray about this, the more I study the book, the more I'm realizing that both sides are completely brainwashed. Not just the left; it's the left and the right, man. It is.
Yeah.
Same bird, different feather.
Yep.
Yep.
Somebody's behind the Resolute desk. Everybody cheers. It doesn't matter what happens. It's like it's like we're all programmed,
Mhm.
you know.
Right.
And I don't want to be any part of that anymore. So I'm turning to God, not the Republican Party. That's for sure.
That's right.
You got it.
All right, man.
Like I said, stay vigilant out there. Thanks for having me on your show tonight. And, we'll just see you out there sometime.
All right, brother.
Sounds
Take
good.
care. God
Take
bless.
care.
See you guys.
Thank you. All right. Well, if anybody out there can help Doug and Stacy,
Yeah, any contacts on that? Well, and what's really interesting is that was what John and I were complaining about back in 21 when we first started the RV Odd Squad membership, was that all of these companies in the RV industry, tons of mom and pops were getting rolled up and bought out by Wall Street. And we were seeing the slow death of the RV industry. They rolled up Grand Design. They rolled up Tiffin. They rolled up.
it's the same thing Camping World's doing, is buying mom and pop small dealerships.
Yep.
You know, Wall Street is buying up everything. They're consolidating, guys. And if you can't see it, I mean, and this is where I was going tonight with how far I've come from where I was a year ago.
Mhm.
Rah, 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 Trump's going to save us, to realizing that Trump can't beat the devil.
Yeah.
Trump can't beat darkness. Only God can do that. And God's in total control. And yes, I do believe that Trump is appointed, because if you read the Bible, everybody that leads, and if you really go back in the Bible, you'll see that every single leader or king,
Good or bad,
has been broken. You know, and one of the things that drives me nuts is Trump's products and his kids being into crypto, you know, and building in Qatar and Dubai, these new buildings and hotels. It's like he's enriching himself.
That's true.
You know, it's just, he's a human being. And it blows me away at how many robots, just like I thought about this with the left, it's the same way on the right. Robots, they'll scream, no, this and that, and then the narrative changed. Like, why are you paying attention to Epstein? Who cares about Epstein? Well, We all care about Epstein.
Yeah.
Anybody that was raping children and taking advantage of children, which that just screwed this video up because I said the RAP
Yeah. Anyway.
word. But anyways,
No, anyone that was doing that horrible stuff to children, obviously we care a lot about finding justice for those kids.
well,
And
not only that, justice for the kids, justice for our country. These politicians have taken over. We're not free.
yeah.
We don't have freedom anymore. They tax us when we get paid. They tax us when we buy things. They tax us when they sell things.
Isn't that amazing? So you work and you get taxed on what you earn from working, and you spend money, and every place you spend money, you get taxed on that. And then at the end of the year, you get taxed on money that you were already taxed on.
And this is where this is where I realize what's going on now. It's not the federal government that's in control, any federal government of the world. It's the Federal Reserve
Yeah.
that controls everything, that picks the presidents. Doug was talking about that all these people, they were planned war games years, decades ago of how this was going to go. If you watch the dollar and the way it has declined, and I guess the only point about all this is that I find my joy in Jesus Christ now. I find my joy in the Lord. That's where I do. I don't worry so much like I used to a year ago.
I think that's fair. And I think that the reliance, what Trump was talking about a year ago was very attractive, especially because Biden was such a train wreck that everything he was talking about.
Well, not only was
the economy.
Not only was it train wreck, he was attacking half the country.
Yeah.
He was putting people in jail.
Just
He was
for their viewpoints.
political prisoners,
Yeah.
J6ers.
Yeah.
That
Biden
whole thing.
was horrendous.
He was horrendous. But where's
Where is the accountability?
where's the accountability in our country for Fauci?
Yeah.
For all the people that hurt so many Americans. Guys, they've wiped out the middle class. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
They've wiped out the middle class. COVID completely crushed small business, closed the churches, opened up the dope, and the big
dispensaries,
the big stores, Home
liquor
Depot, the
stores were
Lowe's,
open.
the Walmarts, the Amazons. They got to sell. The small guy got wiped out, and these guys made trillions and trillions of dollars. So the game's up, and Trump is in there, and I had so much hope for this guy, but I don't think he has the power that and I'm not banging on him. What I'm saying is what he's up against with the deep state and the New World Order, he doesn't have a chance.
Well,
I mean, he can try as best he can to talk up the economy. The economy's not getting better. Maybe it's down the road. He's only been in office for 4 or 5 months. Maybe that's coming.
So
let's give him a little bit more time. But
Yeah.
things are moving too slow. And this Epstein thing, he's just brush it aside.
Epstein was a fail.
Yep.
Epstein,
Fauci, what's going to happen with Fauci? Nothing's happened with what's happening with Comey. What's happening with Obama, who screwed up? He said he was going to fundamentally transform America. He did. Have you been in the healthcare system at all lately? It's a freaking disaster. It's a mess.
The healthcare, all of the John's doctors, which I have a binder this thick of all the appointments, all the test results, they have billed. I think we're at almost $200,000 at this point.
They billed $200,000.
They have billed $200,000 to the insurance company, to which the insurance company has paid out maybe
about as much as we pay in our premiums every month.
About $16,000.
And we paid $16,000.
So why are you billing for something that you're only expecting to get 20% of? Why don't you just give a real price? And so what happened if we didn't have the insurance that negotiated these lower rates? I mean, and it's so broken. And why are all the conditions that we have chronic? I mean, what the medicine can do if you have like a wound or something like that, like a gunshot wound, or how they can save you in a trauma kind of situation is amazing. I mean, these doctors can put people back together that have really been through a lot, but they are totally inept when it comes to chronic conditions. And why is that? I find that really problematic. And why does everyone have so many chronic conditions?
Yeah, and I get the MAGA people, and believe me, guys, because of the way we're talking tonight, we're going to lose a ton of subscribers.
Well, you make people mad no matter what.
You make people
do.
mad no matter what. If you sell your heart, you're gonna make half the country upset.
Yeah.
And you're gonna track. What we've done is we've scared away the left, and now we're gonna start scaring away MAGA people.
Well,
I was MAGA. I considered myself MAGA, but I'm slowly waking up to: is anything really changing? I mean, it looks good on TV. The distractions are insane. But the middle class is getting destroyed. People can't afford to buy meat.
And here's where I would say, you know, it's easy to say be patient, but don't tell me that the economy is doing great when I know people that can't afford to buy meat at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that we're making strides in our health when the strides are to be had in 2 years. And the reality is all those companies that are going to stop using all the toxic red dyes and whatever in 2 years, they're already making those products without the poison. So why can't they just do it right now for us? Because you know why? Because our kids aren't as important as the other kids in other places where they won't tolerate that.
Yeah.
We'll tolerate it. I do think that the Epstein was a total fail on Trump's part. And the only thing that he might have some valid point in is when he says that, hey, if they had anything against me, they would have put it out there already when Biden was in office. And I do think that's a valid point. They probably would have put it out there. But then it's like, okay, fine. Why haven't you put it out there? And it really, the feud with Elon was also a really big fail because Elon was bringing some good things. Doge was awesome. And
it was all a setup. That's a setup.
It was all words.
That's to get Elon away. And hell hath no fury like Elon scorn.
Yeah.
But again, I'm really starting to think it's a play. It's nuts to me. And God, you guys, I pray to God this country will get back to its roots. I'm rooting for it. I'm praying for it.
Yeah.
But I'm also praying that for the salvation of people to wake the heck up, because we're all being scammed, and both sides are being scammed, and we're fighting each other. And the only way we'll ever have a chance to get this country fixed is to get back to our founding, which is this country was a Christian country, and I believe God blessed it. And since then, the New World Order is in complete control of everything. This stuff was decided 60 years ago, and again, Mobile Tech's been with us since the very beginning, and I know I'm upsetting them. And again, I do have patience. I pray that it works out.
Yeah.
But I've read the book. It doesn't work out until Jesus comes back.
Well, and that's why. So the reality is what can we affect change in, and what can't we affect change in? What we can do is how we choose to live our lives. Especially what food we eat. Are we producers? Are we consumers? And if so, what are we consuming? And one of the things that we haven't hidden it on this channel that has really helped us, and you guys have seen the ugly, is leaning towards God. And so we're not very good at YouTube, and we're kind of struggling in the background. So we have these bookmarks, and we started a bookmarker club where every month you get a bookmarker. And they're Bible bookmarkers with different verses. And the first verse is, "Send me, Lord, I'll go," Isaiah. And it's a shortened part of it because it's you got to get way closer.
It's truncated.
Yeah, it's not the entire, but it's just a reminder.
We've sold hundreds of them so far, and we started mailing them out today. Sage has drawn a picture. It's of the chapel.
That's the chapel, and these are the ducks.
And then underneath, she writes Isaiah 6:8 underneath it. So all of you people, hundreds of you that have purchased one of these bookmarkers, thank you for the purchase. They're on the way. If you can't tell, I mean, over the past year, our obedience is to the Lord.
Not to the YouTube algorithm.
Not to the YouTube, not to all the distractions. And we're not afraid to say it. And again, watch our subscriber list. We'll get tanked tonight because we're not supporting Trump 100%. And again, I'm rooting for the guy. But the fact is, he is up against evil. And the truth, you watch what's happening. Wake up. Jobs all over the world are going to disappear to AI. What are they going to do?
Yeah.
Is it going to be UBI? Okay, they don't need humans anymore. And I really am convinced that they're depopulating us. I believe that shot. And guys, just remember something, you guys, that those shots that they've given really affected our family. Yeah. And hey, Sage, you want to come and show them your picture?
Yeah, you want to show them what you drew?
You want to show them what you
She's been dancing in the background.
Tell them to give a thumbs up and subscribe.
Yeah, tell them to
subscribe.
Come on in,
smile.
Yeah, I mean, this is personal to us, and it should be personal to you too.
Yep.
So, Sadie, thank you for that beautiful picture. She even did the ducks.
Go ahead.
Anyway, make sure you like and subscribe.
You gotta like and subscribe for Sage.
And if you haven't visited Thunder Canyon, visit Thunder Canyon.
I know.
You know, and
commenting.
you know, for Christmas, Mercedes bought me a thing of Trump cologne.
Okay. Okay.
And I love the smell. It was beautiful. I said, "What'd you pay for this?" She said, $200.
No,
I said, "You're
didn't-
kidding
No,
me."
I didn't tell him how much it cost.
Yeah, you did.
Well,
How did I know?
Well, I didn't tell you at first. I
No.
was like, you don't need to know. You don't need to know.
Because she knew I'd have been very upset. We looked at the price today. He just come out with a new one. It's $250. This guy is getting rich. All the rich are getting super rich.
Yeah.
And why have 80% of the super wealthy, the billionaires, getting the heck out of the United States?
Yeah.
Something's happening.
Yeah.
China is eating our lunch.
Well, and that's why
They own 50 ports. Okay, we own 2 deep water ports for their navy.
Yeah.
Okay, they actually make about 80% of our antibiotics, our medicines, right? And they put me on 12 different medicines so far for the heart, the thing that they found with the heart.
Oh yeah.
And I don't take any of them.
Yeah.
I started doing research and it was statins. They want me on statins, and I'm eating
It's-
too much salt. I eat Redmond salt because of Doug and Stacy.
Yeah.
I order it by 50 pounds and I keep it in buckets
He's
in
got
my.
a salt lick in the house.
Yeah,
No, I'm kidding.
And they tell me to get all the things that the people that I love and follow now are telling me not to do. They're telling me to do the opposite. So,
and it makes you question everything. And I don't think you don't have to agree with everything we say. I mean, I don't agree with everything he says. I mean, but think critically for yourself, and it's okay to change your mind. And I've changed my mind a little bit on Trump. Last year, I think if you had to choose between Biden and Trump, it's a no-brainer.
oh, it's a hint. Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But I will say that don't feed me a lie when it comes to inflation. And
This person right here, 2.4% inflation year over year, but it's up 25% in the past 4 years.
Yeah.
It hasn't gone down. It's just slowing down how fast it goes
The
up.
progression is slowing
And
down.
you talk to any American family, Americans are in more debt, right? The credit card debt than they've ever been in their lives. Young kids can't get a job, right? They're saying there's new jobs. Where are they?
Yeah.
Where are these new jobs?
Yeah.
The American people, the middle class and the lower class, are getting destroyed. That hasn't changed. Again, I pray it does change,
Of course.
but
Well, and the
I think the
border-
deep state is deep, and I think Trump is up against a monster.
Oh, I
And that's
agree.
not a reflection on him, but it is what it is.
Well, and then the border, yeah, I think that closing the border was one thing, but the problem is that the real nefarious characters that are in here, they're going to be the best ones to hide. They're going to be the best ones to kind of blend in, and that's what really scares me, is that they were given a lot of time to come in and build whatever plan they wanted. Same with Epstein. I mean, bad characters were given a lot of time to delete and shred and pour bleach on whatever servers or files they wanted to. So I wonder if
Oh, they may have wiped it out, but be honest with us.
yeah.
They said they were going to unload everything. Trump, Kennedy, all of them said they were going to get in the White House and dump it all
We
out.
were going to find
Yes,
out
they
about-
put the Kennedy files, but not all of it.
Yeah.
Where's the other stuff?
What
Where's
about
the transfer?
MLK? What about Epstein?
Now he's saying that, that Epstein is the same as Russia. Yes, that was a setup by the Clintons and everybody else. Just lay it out there.
Yeah.
If they wiped it out, then say they wiped it out. If
Yeah.
they changed it, then show us that they changed it.
Exactly.
Right now, we're only a year and a half from the midterms. What about reform, voter reform? Where's that? Is it coming? I pray to God that it is, because Democrats have been stealing elections for 20 years,
Yeah.
And so I don't know. And I'm looking at some of these people that have been with us forever, and they
And I know
hate what we're talking
We're
about.
breaking your
The
heart.
truth is, my faith, my hope is in Jesus Christ.
Not on Trump.
It's not on Trump. Trump is not our savior, you guys. Okay. And it's just a new actor in a new position to me.
Yeah.
Is Trump trying to do what he can to try to help the country? Absolutely. But I think Trump realizes that we're in deep, deep trouble. And I also still think that there is a collapse coming. And I think it's unavoidable at this point.
The other thing that really broke my heart was the big, beautiful bill. Why are we spending more? This really is akin to the years before the French
Look at Mobile
Revolution.
Tech. I'm almost dead. So why am I still watching? Come on, brother. We can talk real.
Yeah.
If you don't like my opinions, we can still be friends.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too. We should be able to have them. I was not a fan of the big, beautiful bill. There were things in it that obviously.
Oh my God,
we all
$5
voted
trillion
for.
in debt. And then everybody's like, yeah, but we're going to grow. Okay.
We're growing by borrowing against our future. And that's the part that
And it was the Republican side that was screaming, we got to get rid of the national debt. It's
Yeah.
about to jump from 37 trillion to 41 trillion
so
dollars.
how does that
The interest
work?
on that debt. And again, it's not the United States government. Trump is not in control, you guys. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Yes.
It's the Federal Reserve, the powers that be. Trump is a figurehead that is up against
Yeah.
the devil.
And
Straight up, that wants to depopulate this earth. This plan, and God bless Trump if he can make it. But I really believe in my heart, he knows the truth. He knows the reality. He's trying to keep it as long as he possibly can. Maybe things will change, maybe things won't. But I'm telling you, get ready. Just be prepared.
Mhm.
You know, the same thing we were talking 6 months ago.
Well, and how much change can you really affect? You know, if you know that you only have 4 years to do something, then you're going to act fast. But when everyone else that disagrees with you also knows that you only have 4 years, what are they going to do? And that's, I think, the problem is that the clock is ticking.
The clock is ticking. The United States dollar is losing all its value. It's about to be
It's
destroyed.
not good, guys.
You can come back, unsubscribe from us, come
Whatever.
back in 6 months and watch where the economy's at, you guys. I mean, if you can't see it, the only way Trump has a shot at saving this country is going back to the 1913 gold standard, reversing it, revaluing the price of gold to get rid of a lot of our debt, at least to cover the $5 trillion that was just built onto the big, beautiful bill. I mean, it's economics 101. Elon Musk knows it.
And that's why
We are in so much trouble. And I'm not saying it's Trump's fault,
But don't lie to me about
but just go into office and then just say, this is a mess.
Be real.
The past 5, 6, 7 presidents have got us in really bad shape. China is eating our lunch. We don't manufacture anything anymore. And now he's talking about manufacturing coming back here. No humans are going to be doing those jobs, guys.
Yeah,
I mean, Grok 4 is out. They're talking by this year or next year, full autonomy of AI.
That's wild.
Meaning that AI is going to be smarter than all people on the earth combined.
Guys, AI is already developed to the point where
It's just common sense.
we could feed it our videos and let it go, and it will. I mean, I'm real.
We can do that now.
Yeah, it's already here where they can pretend to be us with the amount of video footage that we could feed into it, and just type in a couple cues, and as long as you know how to cue that thing right, you can get whatever you want out of it. It is insane. And I mean, we have to live in the world that we're in, not in the world that isn't there.
Yeah, and we are not of this world, guys. We're just in it.
But we're still in it.
We're still in it, right? But honest to God, if you're a Bible studying Christian, your focus should be somewhere else, not on all the other millions of things, distractions they throw at you. Yeah, boys are out of girls' sports. Yeah,
but it's not the law.
DEI is going. Yeah, our military is being transformed.
The DEI
But what is it doing for American citizens? And this fact is that you own a home in America, you're paying $4, $5, $6, $10, $12, $15,000 a year in tax. You don't own that land.
You don't own the land.
You don't own your land.
That's,
you know, I mean, if you really break it down, the tax index is around 80%. And people just don't realize this.
yeah.
And all this money, this $1 trillion a month that we're paying in interest because of Powell at the Federal Reserve, where's that going? It's going to the wealthiest people on the planet. They're the one that's buying the treasuries. BlackRock, State Street, all of them. Wall Street. We're cornered. We're cornered. And then the other thing is that people are really starting this. It's called turbo cancer. People forget how bad things were 4 years ago when everything got shut down. If your parent was dying or your grandmother was dying in the hospital, you weren't allowed to go there and see her. If you went to a funeral home to wake someone that was loved, you would place 6 foot apart. You couldn't approach the casket.
Yeah.
People forget this. They closed your churches.
But they kept the liquor stores open.
And the dope stores open. People forget that stuff. And yeah, we had hope in Trump. And I do believe 100% God is in complete control.
So whatever
Trump was placed there, but so is Biden.
Yeah.
All leaders are picked by Jesus or God, the ruler of the universe.
They're allowed
but Satan runs wild in this world, and Satan is the reserve. I'm going to say one more thing, and this is going to catch fire. I'm going to lose all kind of people. I'm going to be called names. I'm going to say it. Now, did you know that the Jewish people don't pay any interest
In what?
on any of the loans that they get in America? Look it up for yourself.
What? That's
Look
a big,
it
what's
look it up for
called?
yourself. It's called usury. And usury in the Bible was a really bad thing. And that's how they're getting us.
Well, where do you get these non-interest loans?
Just look it up. Just look it up.
Well, what do you have to do for that?
Just look it up.
That's very attractive.
Just look it up.
We should
Seriously, I'm not kidding you. Just look it up. The Jewish people do not, and I love the Jewish people. They're in the Bible.
Yeah.
Jesus was Jewish. I'm not
Yeah,
attacking
we're
them.
remnant, yeah.
I'm talking about the Zionists. I'm talking about the people that don't even believe in God, but it's like the Israeli government. I love the Jewish people, but I think the Israeli government is just as evil as the American government.
Which, to be fair,
I'm not attacking the American people. I just think we have been so brainwashed. They've gotten so good at knowing how to get into our brains and distract us and put us at each other. And I'm just waking up to it. And the more I dig into the Bible, the more I pray, the more my focus becomes on Jesus. And the more I look at what's going on in the world and I laugh at it like, wow.
Yeah.
You know, and how did Elon Musk get there? How did all these figures get there?
Yeah,
It's like they
that's
just
true.
kind of showed up. And now, you know, it's the world truly is a stage, but God is in complete control.
That is so true. All the world's a stage.
So that's my rant
So
for
how
today.
do we get on that no interest? You know, can you
Well,
lie about it? Can
Jewish people do not pay
What about
interest on their
Messianic
loans. That's
Jews?
why they have an edge on all of us.
Everyone's like, I'll convert to Judaism. Will my debt be forgiven if I convert to Judaism?
Again, I don't want to be attacked by people
No.
thinking I'm anti-Semitic or what
Yeah.
anti-Semitic. I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the Jewish people, but I do not like the
Is it
Israeli
true?
government, and I do not like that 90% of the richest people on the planet and that run these big companies that run State Street
Yeah.
and run BlackRock.
Question,
You know.
question. Is it true that in order to get assistance in the if you were one of the victims of the flooding, I heard this, and I don't know if this is true, that you have to sign a loyalty pledge?
It's not exactly accurate. It's not a loyalty pledge.
Okay.
You cannot rail against Israel. You cannot boycott Israel. This is true. It's in Texas.
In order to get
And
assistance with
to
the-
get assistance from it's not people are calling it a loyalty pledge. It's not true, but you are asked to sign a document that you will not boycott Israel. There's actually been bills put in American Congress that basically say
you can't
even recite parts of the Bible anymore. I mean, the
It's
closest thing we got to truth, or the only truth in the world, is in the Bible. It's in the Bible. It tells us what's going to happen. It tells us that all Gentiles are going to finally come to Christ, and that's going to be through a lot of pain. And then finally, 12,000 of the 12 tribes of Israel, 144,000 are going to finally accept that Jesus Christ is their Messiah, give their lives to God, and then we're going to go into 1,000 years of Jesus on this earth. Satan will be released one more time, but God will finally crush him.
So you
And there
should
will
get
be
your
heaven
Bible
on earth.
bookmarker because
It's like,
the
get
world's
your Bible
all
bookmarker.
going bad. Everything's bad.
Yeah, and
Everyone's
I'm worried
bad.
you guys are falling for the left satanic trick. Don't waver, don't be fooled, stay strong, stay MAGA. See, that to me,
But what about the whole?
I'm gonna stay Christian.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay Christian. My faith and my trust is in Jesus Christ, period. And so, yeah, I used to be MAGA. I'm rooting for the MAGA movement, make America great again. I just don't ever see us. I pray to God that God will have mercy on our country and forgive the sins, to forgive so many people turning away from the Lord. But the fact that you will say that I'm going satanic because I'm lifting up the Lord and turning my back on the world, you know, I don't think it says as much about me than it does about you. So,
Sage tells everyone to subscribe. She's telling everyone to subscribe.
yeah, Palantir is another scary one, man. Palantir is another scary one. Guys, pay attention. Pay attention. While you guys are doing this, so much stuff is going on that matters so
It
much
is
more.
like a distraction. Look
It's
over here. look over
everything's a
here.
distraction.
Yep.
Stay awake, stay connected to Christ.
Period,
Thank
end of
you.
story.
Thank
Period,
you.
end of
So,
story.
all right. So tomorrow morning, we'll send you guys an email and let you know how many subscribers we lost tonight. Just tell them the truth. The fact is that in the past year, I've gotten closer to Christ.
Yeah.
I've been reading more of the Bible. I know how the story ends. You know, we've already won. We've already won. And the book tells us what's going to happen. So study that. I would say pray. Yeah. I pray for my country. I love my country. We sing God Bless America
We do.
every
we do
single
love our
day.
country.
or every Sunday here when we end our service. But the fact is that it's not the American people. It's just that we've been so brainwashed and we are slaves. We do not have freedom. We are not free. We are taxed to death. We are taxed so much that we can't afford groceries, you know? And I understand Trump's big bill, beautiful bill, he did lower and he took some pressure off of us. But my God, guys, wake up. The world is heading to a brand new future. AI is going to take away 90% of the jobs out there in the next 5 years. And what's going to happen to us?
Yeah.
Think about it.
So
Pray
on that
about
note,
Yeah, on that note. Hey, one more thing. Next month's verse. Let's see if we got it here.
right
Next
here.
month, the Bible Book Club. Why does it do that?
I don't know.
There it is. Yeah, to whom much is given, much is required. God has blessed us with Thunder Canyon Campground, the most beautiful campground, voted by experts as the top 20 campgrounds in the state of Alabama. If you haven't visited, visit. You know, to whom much is given, much is required. And we're going to tell the truth, and we're going to take the heat, and we're not going to, it doesn't matter to me because we're telling the truth. We're sharing our experience, and, you know,
Yeah. And
that's
all
about
that
it.
matters.
So we'll leave a link in the description below how to join the Bible book. And if you're a Christian and you haven't opened your Bible, try cracking it open. Try praying every day.
You'd be surprised. At
You'd
what's
be
in
surprised it happens. You won't be, MAGA, MAGA, MAGA.
there. Yeah. Yeah. Less people.
Yeah,
more
and it's
God.
coming from a MAGA guy. Again, all of my faith and hope is in Jesus Christ and the Lord. That's it. Period. The end of the story. So God bless you guys. I hope you join a Bible bookmarker. I hope you stay subscribed. And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye, guys. Take
Bye,
care.
guys. Oh, one more thing.
What?
Before we go.
What?
Remember, Doug and Stacy are stranded in
Oh.
North Carolina.
Help them
If
out.
somebody can find a phone number of a high up at either Airstream or the company of the
Dexter, I think.
Dexter, yeah, Dexter. God, I'm drawing a blank.
The Axle.
Dexter Axles. Help us out. Send us an email. Let us know. We'll make sure that Doug gets it. Okay.
Yeah.
God bless you guys. Have a great night. See you next week.
See you guys.
Bye.